Alright everyone, welcome to another tutorial video about GBO2. Today we'll be going over the Zudah F. Now, this thing launched very poorly a long time ago, that is. But I think times have changed. I've had resounding success in the Zudah F, which I've casually nicknamed the Assassin Suit. This suit is really fun. It does the glass cannon job very interestingly, and it has really no weaknesses, no offensive weaknesses against anything, but a lot of defensive weaknesses against literally everything. Everything can kill you, but you can kill everything too. It's really funny. It's almost turns into a huge game of cat and mouse. I'm gonna tell you why I like the suit and what I built on it. It's very greedy. There's no way to defensively play the Zudah F. You just go balls to the wall and just murder somebody with your anti-mobile suit rifle. So let's go to it. As you can see, we're going to be going over to level 2 today. I do not have the level 1 sadly, but I'm having resounding success with level 2. So if I'm having success with level 2, we can see a lot of success with level 1 as well, adapting the build to, fewer part slots, so on and so forth. But as you can see, quick summary here. We're going a little bit of health, a little bit of beam resistance, a little bit into range strength, and a little bit into the thruster gauge. By a little bit, I mean I'm actually committing to the thruster gauge here over a lot of other things. Before we go into the video more, I think we're going to cover topographies. It's a space topography suit. It has medium melee priority. And if you don't have it, it is a 2-star rarity suit, not in DP exchange yet. Calm down, it's barely over a year old. We'll get to that point in a couple of weeks. So, without further ado, let's go into the customization part. And as you can see, my clan leader my clan co-leaders here. I guess all the admins for KFC, 5-piece bucket, or, they'll get on and off. But Senpai is a really cool dude. I highly recommend you guys ever running into him in GBO2 to take a little bit of a pointer from his raids. He's greedy, but he gets the job done effectively. Alright, so Zudah has a couple weapons from his main arsenal it can choose from. It has the 95mm sniper rifle, which is the anti-mobile suit rifle. It can use the giant bazooka, and it can use the Zaka bazooka. Now, sniper rifle is the way to go. It's a heavy stagger. It does a shit ton of damage. Yeah, its ammo capacity is low, but its reload speed is comparable to the other two, especially with reload parts. So there's no arguing here. It is just the best option for range damage and reload speed. So, and utility. So it comes with the Heat Hawk Enhanced, which is the better Heat Hawk. At level 2, it does 1840 damage. It's just a little bit less than your standard beam saber at this cost that you see running around the beam sabers enhanced beam sabers, but it does the job. You're not really you are meleeing this to how I play it, but at the same time, you only got one melee swing, so you're probably just gonna knock down downswing. Not really too much of a difference here. You're gonna be doing a lot of damage. Its sub weapons include the Sturmfaust, a really good damage stun option. And it has a Zaku machine gun. This is really reminiscent to the high mobility late type Zaku, which is it does low damage and has low power, but has a lot of ammo. It stuns fairly okay, not the quickest stun in the book, but it stuns. It does damage. It does module damage too, which is really good. For parts here, now you'll see my build. I have like one build for this thing. This is it. So we're going reload parts, aka quick loader, levels 2 and 3. This really cuts down on the rifles reload time, the Sturmfaust reload time, the machine gun reload time. If you do go with the bazookas, it cuts down the reload time too, but this is more for the anti-mobile suit rifle. I put on level 4 enhanced firing program. This is going to give me 10 extra range strength on top of my already max enhanced suit, which is going to give me a plus 11, so I have 44 range strength, which means I'm going to do a lot of damage to raids at this point, because it's going to be 74 when you factor in the type advantage. Strength and frame level 5, a little bit of health, It doesn't hurt. I'm not really doing it for leg health. I'm doing it just for the ability to run away from, say, machine gun supports. Those are really scary in the suit. We got thruster control systems level 1 and 2. This helps thrusters. This is a space topography suit, so this is overkill for space, but for the ground, this helps a lot. This allows you to dash, shoot, never stop moving kind of gameplay. Anti-beam armor level 1, I just slotted it in there because it just filled it out perfectly, and also gives me a little bit of extra resistances. You can go anti-ballistic, that would be the better choice here. But anti-beam beam resistance really helps you against some supports at 450, like maybe a Mudrock beam rifle, gun cannon beam rifles, primary weapons rather than shoulder or sub weapons on supports. Keeping that in mind, does not mean it only has 4 weapons, so your shortcut will be completely filled up. For skills, it doesn't have a lot of skills, but its skills it do have make it fast and benefits place out. Oops, see, I pressed the wrong button. So it's got emergency evasion systems level 1, which is dodge roll. It's got 1 dodge roll. High performance balancer level 1. You could boost up in melee and ground, which is sick, and back. It's got space topo. Yeah, it's nothing more needs to be said about that as balancer in space. Force ejector level 2. Now, if you're not familiar with my older videos, force injector basically at higher levels basically means it takes less of your thruster bar to do more actions the higher force injector you have. So like it allows you to keep moving at high speed movement as more often. Maneuver armor level 1 means you can't get hit by an instant stun and get stunned, and while boosting you'll eat it, but with a stun build up negative. High performance radar level 1 and high performance scope level 1. Now, the scope is semi-useful. Scoping in just gives you base damage buffs anyways. High performance radar kind of, it's just It's Radar is like You're not really paying attention to the radar when a lot of the game is visual anyways. So, with that, we'll just go back over here to my equipment set. So the ASR's playstyle is very much just move, shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, and then like you can combo it with the Stormfaust if you got timing, but timing the sub weapons with the sniper rifle is not the easiest thing. I have a lot of plays on it. I have 40 plays, but timing the sub weapons with the primary weapon is still very hard to do. So my favorite go-to strategy is going to be dump a couple of ASR rounds or the sniper rifle rounds into the suit, an enemy suit. If they're still alive, him with the Stormfaust going for the finish of melee downswing. If you do have ammo in the sniper rifle and you do not stun somebody with it before you downswing, you'll be able to shoot somebody on the ground with the sniper rifle if you have enough time. I will get over that in the practice range portion of the video, but that is essentially what we're going to be doing here. So without further ado, I'm going to head to the practice range. We will smack a couple of Gundams and gun cannons and raid it down, and we'll call it a video. We'll call it a day. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright, we're going to start the practice range portion a little early. I'm not going to get up to the enemy suits yet, but you can see it's not really easy to hide with the Zudah F with this rifle because it is very, very long, and its profile when moving sticks out above buildings, so people will know that you're on your way. But when you're boosting, it does lower to the side, just means you have to watch your profile from the left side of your mobile suit, and you can stay hidden pretty well. But here's the thing. So we committed a lot to the thruster gauge here. And you're going to be like, well, Pyro, there's already a lot of thrusters, why I put more? Because see, on the ground, all those thrusters come in handy when I'm trying to, say, run away from or reposition against somebody charging me. I cover all that distance. I still have some boost left in case I need to dodge roll or tackle against an opponent. And it's kind of like that safety net. Now, the range of the rifle sometimes leaves a little to be desired, but other times it doesn't really. So like, our effective range is pretty far already compared to most other rifles in the game. As you can see, we still are on target for that gun cannon. We finally left effective range. points of the game. You gotta remember this is an explosive shot, so even if you are slightly out of range, so like there's effective range, just out, you can still hit. But as long as we're in effective range, now you really don't have to hit somebody in the legs with this thing. You try and aim center mass. I always try and aim for the legs because leg damage is, just the meta. But shoot somebody, heavy stagger, downswing with the balancer, come back. My stern faust won't be ready in time, but catch the drift. Now, that is your basic vanilla combo with the Zudah F. Your machine gun's more of a defensive tool. You see this do a lot of damage. It doesn't fire very fast, but it stuns, pretty okay. So we're gonna go to the raid over here. We're gonna try and do as much damage in a short amount, like using as much ranged capability as possible. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm going to shoot with the anti-mobile suit rifle. I'm gonna Sturm Faust it, heat hawk it, and hopefully hit it with the rifle again. As you see, I have 2 shots with the rifle. It should be enough to kill it. So shoot. And remember, you have to stop to shoot with this suit. It's gonna get up, doesn't have dodge roll. Knock down into the legs, and it's almost dead. At this point, you can now continue to machine gun it because your rifle will be out of ammo in this situation because you only have 2 shots left. But you did expend both shots to bring down the mobile suit. This is also where the reload parts come in. Instead of having a 14-second reload, we have a 12-second reload, which means that we are back in the battle a lot earlier. We can finish off that mobile suit. The Zudah F is really good at hunting a variety of targets at a variety of ranges because, as you can see, this is port base. We are literally just outside of objective D. Those enemies out there are at objective C. I can shoot and deal about 2.2k to an unmodded Gundam cannon and fly away, completely unharmed. That is the very much strength and core aspect of the Zudah F, is being a thorn in the enemy's side that they can't ignore, because if they do ignore you, you're going to end up killing them slowly but surely. You can, in fact, shoot them with the ASR. I'm just going to call it the ASR because it's like the normal Zudah rifle. You can shoot them, knock them down, and then shoot them again if you have the proper distance between your first shot, your melee, and your second shot. It's all about timing. You can do that, but the safe way is to shoot with the ASR, Sturm Faust. I boosted on accident, melee, and then shoot again, because you're waiting not on the reload, you're waiting on the ready speed, which the ready speed is actually pretty fast for this thing, so it's pretty nice. But yeah, the Zudah F's hits playstyle is very much the assassin sniper, as I like to quote, as I said earlier. So just shoot, heavy stagger with the ASR, enemy doesn't have dodge roll, Sturm Faust, downswing, prepare the ASR again, shoot in the legs. They'll be getting up at this point. You reposition using that large thruster gauge. You still have some boosts left. Kite them out. They're coming for you. The ASR again from a pretty sizable distance, and they're dead. A lot of raids at 450 might not have dodge roll, and a heavy stagger means it's broken maneuver on. So you basically are guaranteed a stun on most raids. Damage control suits and suits with shock dampener like the Zoc are a huge issue for the Zudah F, because you do have a lot of stun options, but you don't have a lot of stun buildup. Your only real stun buildup is the machine gun, which is effective for breaking that shock dampener and damage control. But damage control, I argue, is a very strong skill that really, I wouldn't say it's a crutch, but it makes a lot of suits really good. Really good. So yeah, this is the playstyle that I have come up with that I have seen remarkable success with. Now, it is very much feast or famine. You either do well or you don't. You either die, or you survive, or you don't. There's really no in between. You're not going to get okay, that was an average game with Zudah. No, you're going to have that was a great game, or this was a bad game. So, this suit is all about greed, but I'm a very greedy player, so it fits me very well. I hope it fits you guys very well. I hope this build, some of you guys can use to improve your Zudah F gameplay for the better, and you guys can see some success for yourself with it. Now, hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's not much else I could talk about Zudah F, but if I missed anything, or you want to discuss more about the build, let me know down in the comment section below. In fact, down in my description box below, there's a link to a Discord. It's the 5-piece Discord. Come in there. I'm an admin in there. We talk about GBO2, Gundam. We have other games. Feel free to come in and join and just hang out. Make sure you're not an asshole though. We don't tolerate assholes around here. We're trying to be a positive community, alright? But yeah, make sure to come on by, hang out, ask questions. We play GBO2. Some of us even play Destiny. We play League. Some of us. We got a growing community over there. So come on, check us out. But yeah, this has been the Zudah F. This has been Deranged Pyro, aka Giga Warrior, aka Grandy Warrior. I have 3 names, haha, funny. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.